Welcome and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week 1 of Sault Ste. Marie High School Hockey, brought to you by Huron Superior Catholic District School Board on Saultsports TV from the John Rhodes Arena in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Today's first matchup is the St. Mary's Knights versus the Korah Colts. And we're going to start the first shift, I believe, 4-on-4 in the memory of Connor Dunn until the first whistle. So the puck gets dropped here. Mary's wins it back. Up the ice, number 7, Russell McNally, looking for 25. Bo Primo. Primo chased down by 22. Jackson Brill, he gets bumped off the puck. The Korah Colts chip it in deep. Diego Capena trying to get by. Great job by Russell McNally to pinch him off. McNally, great skater, moves it up to Bo Primo again. Primo fires it deep and deep. As he gets bumped into the boards, number 11, Preston Miller picks it up. Miller just tries to flip it out, gets stopped by McNally. He throws it back in deep, delayed offside. Korah's got to wait. Diego Capena throws it in deep. So Capena trying to chase after it. McNally picks it up. McNally throws it through the neutral zone, looking for 27. Adam Provenzano. Provenzano just chips it in deep. McNally again with a big hit on 26, Matt Spataccio. 26 moves it up the ice. Tucker Bennett. Korah's going to fire it back down. Still haven't had a whistle here. Aaron Juma starting the net for St. Mary's is going to cover up the puck. And starting the net for Korah Colts is Will Franick. Okay, so now we're back to 5-on-5. Down low, Korah's trying to keep it in. Mary's looks to chip it out. What a monstrous hit by number 23, Cole Menchelenko. Caught him shoulder to shoulder, but heavy into the boards. So I hope the St. Mary's player is okay. St. Mary's player back up. He's heading to the locker room, hoping everything's all right. So we'll have a face-off outside the St. Mary's zone. St. Mary's player back up. He's heading to the locker room. Face-off one back by Korah Colts. Number 20, Hayden Joseph. Puts it off the boards. It's going to be not enough, so it's going to be an icing call. Faceoff's coming back down to the left of Will Franick from the Korah end.
And last night, the CASS and White Pines opened up the season.
They did. Was it CASS won 5-4, I believe. Which shows it's a good play by White Pines. Here we go. We got a break for Max Pataccio. Big save by Juma. Puck comes back through. Korah shovels it to the net. They score. Korah Colts come out to a 1-0 lead. Less than 2 minutes into the game. And that's going to be Cole Menchelenko putting that home past Juma. 13-13 left here in the first period. 1-0, Korah Colts lead. Number 19, Nate Watts goes on the dot against number 9, Caden Baird. Baird wins that draw. Number 18 picks it up. Bodie Blair. Bodie Blair using his size to protect the puck. Finds his man. Big shot off Juma's shoulder and goes wide of the net. Nate Watts with some speed through the neutral zone. Gets around his defender. Watts takes a big bump. Puck turned back over to the Korah Colts. They try to chip it out. St. Mary's trying to keep it in. Number 9, Baird gets his stick slash out of his hand, so we're going to get a penalty here. And Korah Colts will go to a power play. Number 25, Bo Primo will get the penalty probably for a slash. So up 1-0 already early in this game, Korah. They're going to go to an early power play to extend the lead. St. Mary's looking to work on the penalty kill.
And Korah comes into this season as the reigning city champions for 2024.
NASA as well, I believe. Did they win NASA?
Yes.
Yeah, they won NASA in...
No, I think they were sick, weren't they? I think a lot of the players they were
yes,
sick.
That's right. Yes, you're correct. McNally, hard off the boards, comes out. Number 19 picks it up. Ryan Johnson. Johnson using his D partner. Caden Baird now with it. Baird looking for some space to get over the blue line. McNally with 22 on him. Jackson Burrow. Down low. McNally bumps his man off the puck. Watch. Trying to find McNally. Play on the half boards. Tied up. McNally comes in, just fires the puck all the way down. Still some more time. There's about 1:20 left here on the power play for the Korah Colts. Number 19, Ryan Johnson behind his own net. Looking for an outlet pass. Goes off his stick. It's going to be picked up by 12, Marcus Spadafora. Spadafora goes over to 26, Tucker Bennett. Bennett just shoots it in on no icing as a PK. Puck comes up the boards at number 13, Ty Neveu. Neveu finds Preston Miller. Miller looking for Campagna. They do call the offside. Wasn't too sure.
And I think it's a little bit of a filling out process. And the thing with Korah is they have a few players that are also playing high school football for NASA next Saturday.
Yeah,
so.
you got a couple. Well, I'm assuming Menchelenko again. He was a dual sport guy. Melchiori, he's not dressed tonight, the goalie. Puck comes back. 17 Ferguson picks up. Korah breaking out. Miller looking for a stretch pass. Goes off the ankle. Campagna's stick. No ice as it got tipped in. Puck goes by the net. Campagna hard on the forecheck. It's Spadafora trying to spin away from him. Korah, though, regains the puck. The Colts looking to maneuver. Cross ice pass to Ferguson. Ferguson fires it off the post. Ferguson picks up his own rebound. Tries to drop it for Miller. Not too far from him. Herndon going to keep the puck in. No, Ferguson's got it. Ferguson looking through the slot, just goes wide. St. Mary's now going to pick it up. That's Owen Brown. Dumps it all the way down. Brown on the forecheck. Pushes Herndon. Here comes Watt. Finishes hit on Ferguson. Menchelenko now again comes through. Makes a great move, but just loses the handle of it. Brown ices it all the way down.
And this is a debate that we have every season, but do you think high school hockey should go to the U16, U18 and the Noj adapted with a...
I like the hybrid icing.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of it. I think it keeps the pace going, especially if you got the guy beat like by quite a bit. It's just nice. Mary's going to went to the half boards. Try to keep it in. Mary's breaking back out now. Primo tries to get around his guy. Puck goes around Hayden Joseph. Picked up by 22. Jackson Burrow gives it over to him. Here comes number 20, Hayden Joseph. Throws it in deep. Just out of Patacho's reach. Mary's seals the puck. Coming through the neutral zone. Number 17, Ethan Egwa fires it on net. Stopped by Will Fran. I feel like that's Franic's first shot that he faced.
Bates Borelli, I think the blue line popped up there and tripped him there.
Maybe first game in a while.
Yeah.
Hayden Baird and Agua in the faceoff dot. No, not Agua. Connor Bishop.
Trying to get away with 6 players.
A little early for that.
Referee Fagan noticed it.
Puck at everybody's feet, picked up by Mary's number 17, Ethan Agua. Puck's to be chipped out by Nevu. Puck's in the slot. Nevu's looking to pick it up, tries to fire it towards the net, stopped by the Mary's defender. St. Mary's just chips it out. Stopped by Hayden Joseph. Korah. He goes over to his D partner. Fired off Caden Baird's skate. Korah looking to break in now. Puck's going to come to 26, Tucker Bennett. He gets bumped off the puck. McNally, he'll try to get the puck out. He finishes the check on Ferguson. Number 9. Hunter Jackson looking for the puck. Just goes past his stick. Korah trying to come back up. Stolen by 26, Tucker Bennett. Jackson's going to fire it in. Jackson with the puck. Avoids that hit. Tries to get it over to 16. Tyler Cady. Puck's loose in front. Franik's just going to cover it. Number 21, Paige Brelli, take a little jab at him.
It's the same thing we talked about this morning, U16 game, right? You want to jab the goalie, you got to pay the price, right?
He's one kid that won't back down, though.
But when you're standing against Ethan Ferguson, that's
but even
12 inches taller than you.
But I'll give Bates credit. He plays a lot bigger than what he is. Face off one back by the Korah Colts, number 19, Ryan Johnson. Trying to go up the half board. He's stopped by 22, Owen Brown. Korah will break out though. Diego trying to get it. Diego Campana trying to get around his man. Almost had it. Just lost the handle of the puck. Very physical game so far. Number 19, Johnson. Goes to take a shot. Poked off a stick by Brown. Franik's going to come out play the puck. No Franik. Sauces it over to Preston Miller. Miller just throws it in deep. It's going to be stopped by number 10, Jared Solomon. He looks for Brown on the neutral zone. Goes off his stick. Diego with a little chip to Miller. Offside. I don't know. That's a tight one there.
Again, first couple minutes, feeling out process, right? They haven't seen each other since late February, I guess. A lot of these guys.
Yeah, it's probably been a while. Face off one back by number 15, Tyler Lang. Gets it to Hayden Joseph. Joseph looking for the outlet pass, trying to find number 13, Ty Nevu. Goes in deep. He gets submarined by Tucker Bennett. For Korah, they got a defender in behind, just couldn't get the puck to the net. Puck squirts through to the middle of the ice. Tyler Lang picks it up. Lang. Out front, Marys picks it back up. Can't get out, turned it for the shot on net, gets tipped, goes wide. Puck to the half boards. Korah still applying pressure. Lang with another shot. Juma with a save. Hayden Joseph fires it back in. Trying to do a reverse hit. Didn't quite get it. Number 20, Joseph over to Hernan with a great shot on net. Followed up by Aaron Juma. So we got 7:25 left here, first period, 1-0, Korah Colts lead. Face off to the right of Juma in the Mary zone. Number 9, Caden Baird in the draw against number 17, Ethan Agua. One back by Agua. Korah is going to quickly steal that puck. Try to shovel it to the net, just goes wide. Back down in the corner. Number 9 on the half boards, Hunter Jackson. Battling with his man. Korah is going to steal it. Bodie Blair with a good shot, but it goes tipped off his stick and goes out of play.
And the thing is, you notice these kids, they make a big hit, and the next face-off, they're talking to each other and laughing, eh?
Yeah. Not during the game, though.
No.
You want to win, eh? You want to represent your high school. You want to win the championship. Marys wins the drawback, 26. Tucker Bennett fires it on the boards. Hunter Jackson skips over to Agua. Agua finds 21. Bates Borelli but they're delayed offside, so they got to clear the zone. Korah's going to come back the other way. Hernan picks up the puck. Hernan, he gets over, he snaps it towards the net. Kicked aside by Juma. Hernan looking to make a big hit. St. Mary's though, breaking the puck back out. Number 9 just couldn't get a handle of it, Hunter Jackson, so he throws it in deep. Russell McNally going in on the forecheck. Back on the point, fired towards the net, stopped by Franek. Puck comes around the net. I believe it's Jackson has it. Jackson tries to shoot it to the bench, goes wide. Picked up by number 18, Bodie Blair. Blair finds his man. Number 14, Diego Pena. He just loses the handle of it. St. Mary's trying to break out now. 17 throws it in. Ethan Agua. Picked up by number 17 of the Korah Colts, Ethan Ferguson. He gets it over. They find Manchelenko on the far side. Manchelenko puts the brakes on. He's just going to try to backhand it down. Couldn't quite get all of it, so it's stopped by Marcus Spadafora. Manchelenko gets puck back. Shot on net. Juma. Juma's backwards. Still keeps the puck out. So they get the puck down. 16, Tyler Katie trying to finish his check on Ferguson. Nate Watts on the forecheck. Just couldn't catch up to Jackson Burrow. They're going to break back out. Max Pataccio with a nice feed, but just past Manchelenko. So Korah's going to touch it. It's going to be a high stick. Okay.
No, I don't think he touched it when
okay. I thought
when he waved at it.
He had his hand up for a high stick. But puck goes over back to Ferguson, his own zone. Ferguson out there with Burrow on the back end. Ethan Ferguson going to break through. Gets past one defender. Fires to the slot. Looks for Manchelenko just off his stick. It's going to be picked up by Lang. Lang cuts around. Bodies his man down. Puck comes up to the half court. It's picked up by Connor Bishop. Bishop. 2-on-2. He's got number 9 Jackson Burrow with him. Hunter Jackson. Trying to drop it for Agua. Just couldn't handle the puck. Puck's going to come back out. Korah, number 19, Ryan Johnson, chips it in. Mary's going to steal it off the boards. Looking for Hunter Jackson. He gets hit by Lang. Turn back over to Ty Neville. Ty Neville cuts to the net. Great move by Neville. Just put the puck wide of the net though. Korah picks up the loose puck in the neutral zone. Number 19, Ryan Johnson throws it in deep. He'll be the first one to go on it. He meets up with McNally. McNally hits him down. Puck comes onto the half courts. Number 19, that's on number 19. Number 16, Tyler Katie. With the shot. Oh no, that was 19. My bad. That is Nate Watts. He'll tie the game up 1-1 with 4:01 left here in the first period. If I'm looking at their jerseys, they all have the same last name as it says Knights on it. But Nate Watts,
you can't get it wrong when you call them that.
That's right. Nate Watts with a great opportunity there. And beat his ex-netminer when they played together in U15 AAA. Marys gives a drawback. They just throw it away. It's going to go all the way down for an icing. So Korah come back down at the face-off in theirs end. They're in the Marys end. .354 left here in the first period. To the right of Aaron Juma. Looks like Agua against Preston Miller for Korah. Korah quick off the draw. Diego Capena backhanded. Try to go 5-0. Juma's going to cover that up.
And Aaron Juma's a quarterback for the Alex Hayes got hurt early in the season.
So he had to take over.
Yeah,
I heard his name. And,
yeah.
His older brother was playing college football, right? I think.
No, older brother.
Yeah, his older brother.
Yeah, he's playing at Waterloo.
Waterloo, yes, correct.
With Noah DeValentine and Marcus Palumbo.
Yeah. So Miller against Agua again. Face off one back by Agua. Korah sends 2 guys in. Agua's going to chip it off the board. Hernan stops it. They got a wide open guy. Great stick by number 22, Jackson Bro, to break that up because they had Owen Brown streaking on a breakaway. Korah forechecker just lost his footing there. Miller though cutting to the net, just puts it high. So it's going to be kept in by Jackson Burrow. He takes a bump though from 22. Owen Brown. Marys. Owen Brown has it. It's going to be offside. As he's outside, he lets go of his shot. And Frantic just covers it.
And Owen Brown is very good race car driver too.
I was gonna say, I almost said NASCAR, but Laird, yeah.
Yeah, factory stock. He, like you say, very good race car driver for his age.
Puck one back by St. Mary's Knight. They're gonna fire it in deep. Frantic looking at it. Gonna leave it there for his defenseman. Marys though, try to fire it out front. Blocked by the Korah defender. It's gonna be picked up by 13, Ty Nephew. He's looking for Lang. Great stick by 23, Colt Bailey to break that up. Number 10, Jared Solomon has it. Fake to go to his deep partner. He's got a guy open, number 9, Hunter Jackson. Korah picks up the loose puck. Korah will get the puck over to number 23, Menchelenko. Tried to chip it in, but he just chipped it out of play. So 2:34 left, first period, 1-1 tie between the St. Mary's Knights and the Korah Colts.
Do you remember when you went to a Greyhound game and the puck went over the boards? Remember what was said?
No.
Who cares? Pinot
Pino's,
cares?
Yeah. They were the major sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They had it on the back of the puck.
Yeah.
Korah, in the middle of the zone, they chip it out. Will be picked up by Ferguson. Ferguson trying to cut his way through, still with the puck on his knees. He still has the puck. He gets up with the puck. He takes a big shot from behind. Puck gets dumped all the way down for an icing.
I don't think they were calling a penalty on that.
No?
No, it's just an icing.
No, just icing, yeah.
The fans weren't happy, but
So, coming back down to the right of Juma. Number 17, Agua goes against Baird. Baird wins that to Ferguson. Ferguson over to his D partner. Looks like Aiden Joseph. Couldn't quite keep it in. Gets thrown all the way back down. Max Pataccio will be the first one there. They call an icing though. So, face off to the left of Juma this time. Agua against Baird again. Baird wins that one clean. Tries to go to the net. Gets it tripped away. Marys goes off the high glass. Gonna go all the way back down for an icing. So we're gonna go, I think, to the right of Juma this time. Agua Baird again. This time they tie each other up. Marys pushes it out. Katie's got it. Tyler Katie chips it off the glass, goes in deep. Katie on the forecheck. He's going to meet up with Ferguson. Ferguson tries to chip it away from him. It's going to be stolen by Baird. Baird out front. Hayden Joseph now gets it up to Bodie Blair. Bodie Blair going in on Marcus Spadafora, finds Baird just off his stick. Baird now with it. Goes back to Joseph. Joseph fires it towards the net. Good shot, but gets kicked out by Juma into the slot. Agua now trying to find someone. Takes a bad bounce, goes to Max Pataccio. Now it's going to be picked up by Cole Bailey. Bailey fires it up the boards. Watts and his man were battling. What a shot on net by Max Pataccio, but a big save by Juma to keep it tied 1-1. Down to under a minute left here in the first period, 52.8 seconds left. Face off to the right of Juma. Preston Miller for Korah will take the draw. It's Nate Watts. Watts wins that draw. Gonna go to in the slot to Menchelenko. Probably the guy you don't want out in the slot with the puck. But it gets tipped wide. Korah. They're just going to fire it back in. Number 10, Jared Solomon tries to pick it up. Stolen by Korah. Backhand on net by Miller. Saved by Juma. The defenseman, one of the players on Mary's, lost his stick and glove. And so he'll go to the bench. Juma, he's just going to cover that up and get a change and try to get the debris off the ice here. Solomon will skate over, grab his stuff. Face off to the right of Juma again. 22.6 seconds. Miller in the draw against Agawa. Miller wins that one. Marys cuts through, picks it up. St. Mary's. Number 9, Hunter Jackson fires it in deep. It's going to be picked up by 22, Jackson Burrow. Marys fires it out net, stopped by Franek. Marys with a little bit of a Korah with a little bit of rush here. Menchelenko trying to find his man. They got to shoot the puck. There's no time left. Burrow takes the shot. It goes off the St. Mary's defender. So after one, we're tied 1-1. We'll do another 15-minute period before the flood. In high school hockey, we have 3 15s. Flood after every 2 periods. We'll be back in about a minute. We'll have a little chat. Here we go, getting ready for period number 2. Goalies go back to their respective ends here. Looks like it's Lang for Korah versus Agawa for Marys. Puck's going to be won back, all the way back to the Marys end. Picked up by number 12, Marcus Spadafora. Spadafora couldn't quite get it out. Korah's going to pick it up into the slot. What a pass. And Lang buries it. Great feed by Ty Neville to find Lang in the slot. Trying to get used to Ty Neville playing forward. He's been a defensive knife, I feel, his whole life, and then he's playing forward here. So Korah, 13 seconds into the period, jump out to a 2-1 lead. Lang back in the draw. Against 16, Tyler Cady. Cady wins it forward. It's going to be poked by the Korah D up the boards. Off a Lang stick, picked up by Cady now in the offensive zone. Cady tries to cut through the slot and loses the handle of it. Went over to 21 Bates Rally, just couldn't get all of it. Korah off the high glass. Pataccio stops it with his glove to his stick, gives it over to Lang. Lang back to Pataccio. Pataccio kind of just got hit a little bit late as he was falling, trying to get it to the net. Great save by Juma from the point on Ferguson. Cady now for Marys, picks up the loose puck. He's got a guy cutting through the slot. Tried to go up the boards, kept alive by Korah. Korah, Ty Neville now. Ty Neville cuts towards the net, just puts it wide. Neville gives it back to number 19, Ryan Johnson. He just puts it high over the net. Ferguson from the point tries to step out. Spadafore bumps in. It's going to be still picked up by Korah. Johnson now with a wide open shot. Shoulder down by Juma. Mary's now looking to break out. Number 9. Hunter Jackson with it. Jackson gets stopped by Ferguson. Now Durelli, he just fires it on net. We got a little extra
that's the problem with having 2 referees, eh?
Yeah.
Like a player actually punched him right in the.
Puck comes back out front, scramble in front. Juma, solid in that. So number 22 picks it up. Jackson Burrow, he's in his own zone. Burrow tries to find Manchelenko. He does. Manchelenko gives it to Baird. Baird trying to find Bodie Blair. But Juma, he's just going to cover it. Yeah, I didn't really get to see what happened because I was trying to follow the play down here, and then I just looked over, and one kid's helmet's halfway up his face.
Yeah, St. Mary's player took a punch at the bench, but I'm not putting that on the referees.
No, they just
because you only have 2 referees, so you need at least a 3-man system for high school at least.
Well, because at least the back linesman. Yeah. I think 2 linesmen should be able to call even 2-minute penalties. Like if it's like
something like that there.
Yeah. Well, that would be a 4 for head contact, but unfortunately it's missed. It's again with the 2-minute system, it's so hard, right?
It'll be on the replay on the.
Yeah, trying to follow everything. I'll take a look later on it. Korah Colts looking to break back out. Just goes off Baird's stick. Not enough for an ice. So it's going to be picked up by 26, Tucker Bennett. Bennett chips it up the boards. Off his teammate's stick. Right to the point. Korah keeps it in. Korah now looking to go back to the point. 22, Burrow fires it towards the net. Goes off a stick. So we're going to have a face-off back in the same area zone to the left of Aaron Juma. Puck gets won back by Korah. Miller gets tripped up. Battling down low, number 12, Spadafora. A pile of bodies on the ice here. Mary's just gets it out. Herndon now in his own zone has it. Donnie Herndon tries to go up the boards as forward to get dumped back in by Marys. So Donnie Herndon back behind his net now. He rims it to Diego Campagna. Campagna, he chips it up over to Ty Nevu. Campagna with the speed going hard to the net. And his stick held up by Solomon. Stolen by Korah, still in their zone. Saved by Juma.
And it's always, all high school games are competitive, but when it's St. Mary's and Korah, there's always a little bit extra rivalry.
Well, for years, there was Mary's for what, when Medallia was there for 10 years or so, or whatever it was. They were the powerhouse, and then lately it's been, Korah's always been for football lately, but they switched over to hockey. And Grondin's got gets a lot of 5th-year guys back, and so it looks good for their program to have. I know Ty Nevu came back to play, like he was playing junior A last year for the Thunderbirds as a defenseman. But he just came probably have fun and play with some of his buddies like Preston Miller, Campagna, same age. Ferguson, they're all the 07 group. Coming out by Owen Brown, he'll fire it in deep. Goes off the boards, going to be picked up by number 19. Ryan Johnson, St. Mary's. McNally finishes his check. And another big check, looked like that was Brown trying to hit Joseph. Puck down in the Mary's zone. St. Mary's looking to break back out. Goes off his stick. Brown trying to chip it by Joseph. Brown's going to pick it back up. Brown fires it towards the net. Good job by Hayden Joseph. Breaks that play up. Puck comes back. Korah, Bodie Blair's on it. He's got Cole Bailey. Cole Bailey tries to go low to take him out. Blair doesn't fall for it. Bodie Blair now with the puck. Bodie Blair just out of Ryan Johnson's reach. Little Frantic, the goalie for Mary's, going to have to stop the puck. Frantic.
For Korah.
For Corey. For Korah.
Been a long day, Derek.
Yeah, it has been. Frantic played that puck pretty well, though. Korah with a good shot. Baird just puts it wide of the net. Mary's now looking to come out of the zone. Number 25, Bo Primo. Cuts to the slot. Primo off of her and his shin pad out of play. The second matchup tonight will be Superior Heights Steelhawks versus CASS Huskies, I believe.
Yep. CASS coming off the win last night already.
We only have 5 high school teams, so White Pines has the night off. I think they have a practice tonight.
It was nicer than 3 a couple years ago.
Yeah. That's when you get the heated rivalry pretty quick when you're playing the same team twice a week almost sometimes. Puck gets chipped out by Korah. Preston Miller coming in, looking for Campania, going to the net, just out of his reach. Puck comes back, shuffled over. Juma standing tall. Puck gets flipped in the neutral zone. Nate Watts try to grab it. Or sorry, that was number 18, Connor Bishop. Trying to grab it out of midair, just out of his reach. So Mary's trying to get a forecheck going. Puck gets chipped back out though, right into the bench. Face off to the left of Will Franek in the Korah end. Watts in the draw for Mary's. Wins it back. But a diving effort by Korah to chip it out. Ty Neville gets his stick tied up, but he backhands it in. No icing as he's over the red line. It's going to be Preston Miller, first one on it for Korah. Him and Spatafora, Clyde Campania. Bumps into Spatafora, he gets knocked down. St. Mary's, Nate Watts trips it around his man. Nate Watts tries to throw it towards the net. It's just a little bit too wide from Watts. Gets it back on the half court, throws it deep. St. Mary's just gonna, or sorry, Korah's just gonna ice it all the way down. The benefit in this league, they don't have the icing where you can't change.
Can't change. Again, to me that changes the game totally, doesn't it?
Well, like the Korah guys are tired, so you get stuck out there, it's going to be a bad time. Face off to the right of Franek in the Korah end. Agua in the face off for Mary's. And it's like Lang for Korah. Lang wins it back. 23. Menchelenko now streaking, waiting for the pass from Pataccio. Rides the line perfectly. Pataccio fires it, goes off the post. Great job by Menchelenko to stay on side. And Johnson's going to throw it back in. So be stopped by St. Mary's. Looks like Cole Bailey trying to go up the boards with number 18, Connor Bishop. Big collision at center ice. Number 21, Bates, Borelli, and Menchelenko. Menchelenko fires it on net. It looks like he got his second of the game. For Korah as they jump out to a 3-1 lead with 8:04 left here in the second period. Face off. Center ice here, number 9, Hunter Jackson in the draw against number 9, Caden Baird for Korah. Jackson wins it back. Marysville, defender couldn't pick it up. Spatafora now. Getting pressured by Diego Campania. Campania does a great job pitching him off. He takes a punch in the back of the head. Campania trying to hunt down number 25 to get the puck, but it just gets thrown out of play by Bo Primo. Sorry, that was might have been 26 there, Tucker Bennett. Oh no, Bo Primo is out there, never mind. Puck comes back. Korah, 22, fans on the shot.
When you got the puck back.
Lucky break by number 22, Jackson Burrow, kind of fan on it. I thought Mary's was going to have a little 2-on-1, but he did a great job getting the puck back. Burrow tries to chip in. Now Mary's going to break out. It's going to be number 22. Owen Brown. Brown rips it on that. Saved by Will Franek. I think Brown could have came in a little bit more to get a better angle if he wanted. Because the D played that pretty well. He was playing the pass the whole time, so he let the shooter shoot.
And they had the 2-on-1, right? So
yeah, unless Brown wanted to go low, which he might have tried to go off the pad and have number 9 Hunter Jackson driving the net. Nate Watts for Mary steps in the dot against Preston Miller. Miller kicks it back, but it's going to be dumped, but it hits off Juma. They're going to call icing.
Juma got away with that one.
It looked like it hit Juma's pad, but they called the icing anyhow. Superior coaches taping sticks for their players down there. Brandon Sims working hard. Puck won back by the Korah Colts. Tyler Kagan, though, he's going to win it. Give it over to Nate Watts. Watts looks at number 10, Jared Solomon. Solomon tries to go back to Watts. Watts chips it, goes into the slot, but Korah steals it back. Miller now fires it up to Menchelenko. He's just going to try to chip it out, which he does. Picked back up by number 16, Tyler Cady. Goes back in their own zone. Cole Bailey now with it. Bailey looking for his forward. They're trying to chip it up to 21, Bates Brelly. It's going to hit a player on the bench, I believe. Face off outside the Korah zone. Down to 6:41 left here in the second period. Oh, sorry, we're going outside in the Korah zone. Agua against Lang. Lang wins that back for Korah. Just out of Donnie Hernan's reach. Hernan getting pressured by 18. Connor Bishop. Puck comes over to Ferguson. Ferguson spins away from Agua. Ferguson, tall, lanky body with a stride. Tries to get out to Pataccio just out of his reach. It's stolen by Bodie Blair with a great stick. Blair, but now behind the Mary's net. Bumps up with Jared Solomon. 26 Pataccio chips over to Bodie Blair. He tried to backhand it out front. He was looking for Lang. Ferguson keeps the puck alive. Agua has it now for Mary's. Throws it behind the net. It's going to be Mary's D. Cole Bailey just kind of fans on it, but he's going to turn away from his guy. Gets the puck back. Goes up to Bo Primo. Primo try to find 18. Connor Bishop streaking. Couldn't quite get it. Ferguson steals it. Ferguson tried to fire to the net. Just put back into the corner by Spadafora. Or sorry, number 10, Jared Tallman. Korah on the forecheck. Trying to keep it going. It's going to come back around to the half boards. St. Mary's tried to spin and turn it out. Stolen by Lang. Lang finds Campagna. Campagna, quick shot on net. Kind of surprised Juma there, but he stopped it. Puck should have come out. No, Donnie Hernan, great job keeping the puck in. Ooh, that didn't miss by much.
If that was about 3 inches lower, that would have been right below that crossbar.
Great hands catching that and getting a quick shot off like that. But yeah, he just put that 3-4 inches, maybe just over the crossbar, top corner. 5-11 here, 3-1 Korah Colts lead, the St. Mary's Knights. Face off to the right of Juma. To the left of Juma. He's got an equipment issue here. So they'll quickly skate to the bench here. And
we'll be back in a minute.
All right, Juma back in net. Got his equipment all fixed up, so 5-11 here. Face off to the left of Juma. Caden Baird in the draw for Korah. He loses that back. That was one back by Nate Watts. St. Mary's goes off the high glass, just about took the ref's head off. It's going to be picked back up. St. Mary's in their own zone. Tucker Bennett trying to go up the boards. Gets tipped off the Korah stick. Korah defensive it. So Ty Neville picks it up. Neville tried to backhand out, stolen by Nate Watts. Nate Watts, he's got some speed. Try to cut through the neutral zone. Watts, he'll just fire it in deep. It's going to be 22 Owen Brown picking it up. He fired it back up to half boards to Watts. Watts tied up with Neville. So Korah's going to come back out. We got Diego Canion's got some speed. Good stick by 26. Tucker Bennett to break that up. And he throws it back over to Owen Brown. Owen Brown now, he'll get over the blue line. Brown gives it number 9, Hunter Jackson. Jackson moves back down to Owen Brown. Stolen by Korah. Ty Neville chips over to the defenseman. Puck comes out. It's going to be played offside. So we're going to have a face-off outside the Korah zone. Down to 4:11 here in the second period. Face-off, one directly over. Menchelenko's going to pick it up. Menchelenko with a guy on him. Couldn't quite get the shot off. And Juma's just going to cover that up quick. Face-off, both guys tie each other up. Katie's going to win it though. Katie in the corner. Battling with number 10 Solomon on his team, and two of Korah guys. Preston Miller was in there. Miller on the other side, battling the other corner. Number 21, Bates Brelli. He's going to take a penalty as he tried to come in to play the body, but he hit the wrong guy that didn't have the puck. So Brelli will probably get 2 for interference. Cross check. I don't think he really used his stick on that one. It was more of his body. So, Korah, with 3:44 left here in the second period, will go on the power play up 3-1. Face off to the right of Juma. Agua tries to win that. Korah's going to steal it. Pataccio now picks it up on the half boards. Max Pataccio drops it for Joseph. Joseph goes to Ferguson. Ferguson scanning, goes back to Joseph. Joseph, he's got Menchelenko on the far side. He hits him. Menchelenko now back to Joseph. Joseph quickly to Ferguson. We got a good battle up front. Pataccio Marys is going to steal it, throw it all the way down. With 17 Agua, he's going to be hard on the forecheck. Again, Frantic comes out, plays the puck, gets it to Ferguson. Ferguson, great pass. Pataccio shifts on side. Back behind the net, Pataccio. Nobody pressuring him, so Pataccio just going to stay with it. Him and Joseph are going to switch. Pataccio leaves it for Menchelenko. He gives it over to Joseph. Joseph with a lane, fires it just wide. Menchelenko now picks it up. Menchelenko to the slot for Miller. Couldn't quite get it. Mary's just going to flip it out. They'll get it all the way down to the Korah end. Joseph getting pressured by Agua. They go into the boards. Agua steals it. He drops it back. It's going to come all the way back outside and dump back in by Marys. Tucker Bennett fires it all the way in. So Ferguson for Korah with Ferguson. Oh, Watts came off the bench. He didn't realize it was coming on that side. Juma plays off the board. Kept in by Ty Nevy for a moment, but now Mary's going to come out. Nate Watts with some speed. He's got Lang behind him. Lang is going to ride Watts into the board. Watts trying to kill some time on this penalty kill. There's 17 seconds left. Lang, he's going to come out with the puck for the Korah Colts. Lang gets over the red line. Gets a bump from Katie. Still controls the play though. He still has the puck. Comes it back to Ty Nevy. Nevy trying to go far side. Didn't get all of it. So Hernan now for Korah. Ooh. Could have had a bad one there. Two guys' knees collided unintentionally, I feel. Puck in the slot, number 18, Bodie Blair, shot on net. Saved by Juma. Rally gets dumped down. So puck comes back. Ty Neveu gets it over to 18 Blair. Blair back to the point. Shot on net. Kicked aside by Juma again. Number 9, Caden Baird tries to spin away from his man. Takes a bump from Katie. Puck behind the net. Korah again going to pick it up. It's Bodie Blair. He just fires into the slot. Stolen by Marys. Marys breaking out. 3-on-3 here. 26. Tucker Bennett tried to cut through the slot. Couldn't quite get it. Korah goes back in their own zone though. So going up ice. Number 22, Jackson Burrow. Finds Diego Capena. Capena, he can fly. Diego Capena, he gets over. Tries to make a great move. Just loses the handle a little too far. And it goes into Juma's pads and he covers it up. So down to 36 seconds before we have a flood and a little mini intermission. Face off to the right of Aaron Juma. Korah, as they were tied up, Diego came through to pick up the puck, got tripped up going through, so it gets played behind the net. Marys, they're going to try to. McNally does a great job battling the two guys to get it up to the winger. Number 9, Hunter Jackson takes a big bump. So now, dump back in. What a big hit by Jackson Burrow on number 10, Jared Solomon. Puck's going to come back out. McNally bumps his man, number 19, Ryan Johnson. Puck's down low. And just the end of the second period. So we'll wait for players to leave the respective ice to their rooms. We'll have a little intermission here. And we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. period just about to get underway here. 15 minutes on the clock. 3-1. Korah Colts lead St. Mary's Knight. Okay. Face off. Won by St. Mary's. Chip back in their own zone. They look to chip it back out. Korah's going to fire it back in. That's Tyler Lang dumping it in. Comes over to number 12, Spatafora. Spatafora finds his centerman. Watts tries to get by Ferguson. He does. Watts going to get back the puck. Nate Watts tries to chip it back down deep. Couldn't quite get it around the Korah guy. Finally gets it back. Watts again, spins away, goes behind the net to his teammate. Tried to do a quick wraparound, frantic, seals off the post. Mary's looking to try to get something going here early in the period. Stuck in the feet of the ref, try to fire towards the net. Goes back to the point, Mary's just fires it towards the net. Hits off a body, goes in the corner of Lang. Looking to stretch to Menchelenko, just out of his reach. Mary's back in their own zone now. So Mary's looking. Spatafora picks it up. Marcus Spatafora looking for his man. Finds number 22, Owen Brown. Couldn't quite get it in deep. Two guys bump into Menchelenko on the board. Katie with a shot. Hits off the edge of the boards and goes out of play. Face off to the left of Juma. Katie in the draw for Mary's. Wins it back to 23. Cole Bailey. Bailey throws it back in deep. So he's picked up by Ty Nevier. He gets bumped by his man. Korah though trying to break out. Kept alive by Brown. Right in the slot. Just puts it wide of the net, Brown. Good opportunity for St. Mary's Knights early in this period. Korah breaking back out now. Bodie Blair has it. Blair finds number 11, Preston Miller. Miller fires it in deep. It's going to be picked up by number 10, Jared Solomon. Thrown back to the point. Hayden Joseph just puts it over the net. Miller now picks it up for Korah. He gets his pocket pick. Brown tries to find his teammate, which he does. St. Mary's will get the puck in deep. Hayden Joseph's back. Reverses it to his D partner. Picked up by Ty Nevieu. He goes off the board. So he picked up by Spatafora Marys. Thrown through the neutral zone, picked up by Bodie Blair of Korah. Blair gets his pocket pick by number 12, Spatafora again. Puck comes back the other way. Marys now with the puck. Spatafora gets it up. Stuck on the feet of Egwa.
Nice pass by his feet.
Just puts that over the net. Thrown back down low by Tucker Bennett. Oh, and Egwa gets absolutely lambasted from behind.
But in his defense, I think he was going in for the hit. And I think the St. Mary's player was falling.
Yeah, like I don't think it was a malicious attempt. Yeah, exactly. He just.
Yeah, like if anything, you could give him 2, but I wouldn't even do that. Like.
It's probably going to be 2 for boarding. Agua back up quickly, which is good to see. So St. Mary's down by 2 with 12 minutes and 21 seconds left. You got to try to get something going here on this power play. Puck one back by Mary's. Spatafora gets it over to 18. Fires it towards the net. There's Bishop. Watts tries to walk out. Gets stuffed by the Korah defender. Katie is now going to get called as he grabbed the guy's stick and threw it. Oh. Never mind. They were going to call Ferguson for head contact because he said his stick was up. So Marys will be on a 5-on-3 for a minute 44 here. Nate Watts dot for Marys. So he went to the side. Katie chips it back over to his man. He gets taken down. Katie now finds Watts on the half boards. Watts scanning, gives it 26. Tucker Bennett back to Watts. Watts drops it down low, back to Watts. Watts fires it towards the net. Rebound. St. Mary or Korah is going to clear that. Juma comes out, leaves the puck, gives the puck to his defenseman. They try to get it back up. They do get over the line. St. Mary's still with the puck. Dropped in the slot, trying to go back door to Watts, just out of his reach. Katie gets bumped by his man. Goes off Katie's skate. Tyler Katie goes back to pick it up. Katie tries to find his man. Hits off Menchelenko's skate. So Tucker Bennett's got to regroup for St. Mary's. He skates into his own guy. Menchelenko with a pretty short-handed chance. Juma with the save. Could have been a dangerous, could have been a 4-1 lead. Menchelenko with a great chance, and Juma comes up big as the St. Mary's guys run into each other on the 5-on-3. So we're gonna have a face-off down in the Mary's end. Korah needs one more guy. So number 20, Hayden Joseph's got to come off the point and take the face-off. A little bit of confusion going on here. So one back, Korah. We're going to snap the puck all the way around. Ooh, hits off the ref, it goes out of play.
That's Fagging using his head, eh?
I didn't know if it hit his back, but I think it went right off his head.
I was going to say, it's not too often he does use it, right? No. He's a good guy. He
yeah, off his head, so it's going to be down here.
He'd probably admit the same thing.
So face off outside the St. Mary's end. 31 seconds left on the one penalty, 47 on the other. Mary's got to try to get into the zone and get something going, down 3-1 here. Spun away by number 25, Bo Primo. Going to be stolen by Kyler Lang. Lang just puts it over the net. Another good opportunity, short-handed for the Korah Colts. Bo Primo is going to come through the neutral zone. Primo gets over the line, drops it for number 26, Tucker Bennett. Bennett stops it on net. Franek covers that up easily. So the first penalty ended, down to 15 seconds left here on the second penalty. .10-20 left here, third period. Still 3-1 lead for the Korah Colts. A couple good opportunities. Menchelenko and Lang both on short-handed on 5-on-3. Had good chances scoring to make it a 4-1 lead. Korah wins a drawback. We're just going to flip it all the way down. There's no icing. Juma's going to play it because they're still trying to kill a penalty. Juma goes up the boards. It's going to be read by Preston Miller. Miller gives it back to his defenseman, Smartin. They give it over to Ty Neveu. Neveu, they're looking for Diego Capena. Capena gets a shot on net. Juma saved. Puck into the half board. Brown tried to get it out. Couldn't quite. Ferguson. And then Borelli beat up. Preston Miller, he gets the puck in deep. They try to go up front. And against that, Ty Neveu now playing on the point. Snaps it towards the net. Miller over to Capena. Capena scores. So Capena gives him a 4-1 lead with 9:40 left here. His first goal of the season. So the assist should go to Miller and Neveu on that. Agua in the draw against Baird. Tie each other up. Korah comes in through. They win it back. They give it to Ty Neveu. Neveu trying to find his man. Baird now has it. Baird takes a big bump. Puck goes in deep, 17. Ethan Agua fires it around to the other side. Korah couldn't quite keep it in. St. Mary's to the neutral zone. Just onside, Agua. Gives it over to Katie. It's taken away from Baird by Katie. Taken away from Katie by Baird. He finds Bataccio. Him and Katie get tangled up. Puck gets dumped back in deep. Franek now stops the puck behind the net. Franek leaves it for his defenseman. Gets chipped up the boards. Bodie Blair now picks it up. Bodie Blair. Good stick by Watts to break that play up in the neutral zone. Picked up by 22. Jackson Burrow, he tries to find Bataccio. Bataccio gets a stick lifted by Watts. Watts has a man beat. He's going to snap it. Good stick by the Korah defenseman, number 22, Jackson Burrow. Not letting Watts get all of it. Watts now behind the net. Watts trying to do a wraparound. Stopped by the Korah defenseman. Breaking back out. 23, Menchelenko. Goes right around Spatafora. Loses the control of the puck though, but he picks it back up behind the net. Got a guy cutting through the slot. Jackson Burrow, good shot on net. Another save by Juma. Puck goes behind the net into the corner. Bodie Blair picks it up. Blair will get bumped off the puck. We try to fire in deep. Hernan couldn't get it the first time. Does it the second time. Goes off Menchelenko's glove. He gets it to a stick. Try to find Lang out front. Mary's just going to chip it out. So throw the puck back up. Johnny Hernan going to try to step up to get it deep. He takes a bump from Spatafora. Korah. Hayden Joseph gets his stick lifted. Puck comes to the Marys on the half board. Korah steals the puck back, trying to get it out. Joseph this time spins away from his man. Now he's got time. Great job by Hayden Joseph to spin away from his opponent. Kill some time to get the puck in deep. Picked up by 26. Tucker Bennett. Bennett finds 21. Bates Borelli. Borelli gives it over to number 9, Hunter Jackson. Puck goes back into the core end. Picked up by Diego Campagna. He gives it over to Lang. Lang with some time. They go up the boards. Almost stolen by Owen Brown. Puck comes over to Preston Miller. Miller avoids that hit. Still has the puck. Try to go to Campagna. Campagna's got Lang. Lang rips it towards the net. Stopped by Juma. Lang, great job stealing that and throwing it back in deep. Miller on the forecheck. As Bennett goes the other way. Now it's Owen Brown with the puck. Owen Brown backhands it. Looking for 17, Ethan Agua. They're going to go back in their own zone though. 23, Cole Bailey. Just goes off the board. It's going to be all the way down for an icing call. So face-off coming back down to the St. Mary's zone. Down to 6:12 left here in the third period. 4-1 Korah Colts lead. St. Mary's Knights. Caden Baird back in the draw. One ahead by St. Mary's. St. Mary's trying to chip the puck out. Couldn't quite get it. So Korah throws it towards the net. Just be quickly covered by Juma.
Yeah, the last goal was assisted by Neviu.
Not Miller.
No, they only recorded the one.
Face off one. Korah. Scramble out front. Puck's in the slot. Bataccio tries to get a good shot on. Trips his man down. Puck comes through. Just wide of the net. Ferguson waiting on the point. He gets the puck back. He tries a quick shot. Katie blocks it though. Now Bataccio bumps his man. Menchelenko gets it back to the point. Menchelenko to Neviu with a ripper just over the crossbar. St. Mary's trying to come back out, and he watch. There's a stop by Ferguson. Watt with the puck in his feet there. Katie comes to help out. Ref's yelling at them to play it. He's just going to whistle it down. So we'll have a face-off into the Korah end. to the left of Will Franick. Face off won by the St. Mary's Heights. Hunter Jackson shot on net, blocker down by Franick. Pena rims it all the way around. It's going to be picked up by Jackson. He gives it back to the point. Shot gets tipped. Franick, great job of seeing that and blocking it down into the corner. Bodie Blair gets around his man, but he gets bumped off the puck by the second man, Bo Primo. Primo with Lang on him. Is able to just get it out. Picked up by 22, Jackson Burrow. He looks for Capania in the slot. Diego Capania tries to get around his man. Good job by the St. Mary's defender breaking that play up. Number 26, Tucker Bennett. Puck goes through the neutral zone. Capania now again with some speed. Tries to go around Bailey. Should be picked up by Bodie Blair. He'll backhand it just over the net. Blair trying to find Lang. Lang. He gets it back to the point. It's going to be 22. Jackson Burrow spins away. Still with the puck. He's going to draw. No, he's still with the puck. Trying to go back door over to Lang. Couldn't quite get there. Lang does get it in the corner. Gives it back to number 19, Ryan Johnson. Johnson fires it back down deep. Lang now with it in the slot. To Bodie Blair. What a pass. Great play by Lang. Finds Bodie Blair right in the slot. To give Korah a 5-1 lead. So Lang, I believe, with the primary assist, should give him a 4-point night so far with a goal and 3 assists. Menchelenko coming in now in the St. Mary's zone. Menchelenko puts the brakes on, gives it over to Miller. Miller tries to go back to him, but Mary's quickly just chips it out. Picked up by number 19, Ryan Johnson. He takes a hit from Owen Brown. Brown, not the biggest stature, but plays the body hard. Mary's just chips the puck back out. Ryan Johnson picks up for the Korah Colts. Goes over to his D partner, Hayden Joseph. Oh no, sorry, that was Jackson Burrow. Burrow gets beat wide. Mary's with a shot, just misses the net. Picked up by Preston Miller now. Miller for the Korah Colts. Leaves it. Now it's going to get rimmed around to Max Pataccio. Pataccio just tries to chip it to Miller. Him and Spadafora get mixed up. Mary's now behind the net. Mary's down 5-1 with 3 minutes left. Need to try to generate something here. Puck dumped back in. Number 10. Jared Solomon throws it in deep. Korah, they're going to bounce it off the boards. Hits Menchelenko's skate. Goes in deep. Menchelenko will be the first one there. Him and Spadafora collide. Tied up. Katie bumps him down. Puck still somehow Menchelenko's skate. Hayden Joseph keeps it back in for Korah. Gets it to Lang on the half boards. Menchelenko looking like he was looking for number 18, Bodie Blair. Blair now, just with a quick shot towards the net, just goes wide. Picked up by number 9, Hunter Jackson. Jackson cutting through. Jackson with some room, hits the blue line. Jackson gets rubbed up by number 20, Joseph. Didn't let him get much going there. Shot towards the net, just wide of the net. Korah, they're going to fire one down. It's going to go on net, so there's no icing. Down to 1:52 left here in the third period. 5-1 Korah Colts lead. St. Mary's Knights in week 1 of high school action in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
And that last goal, Blair's goal, was assisted by Lang and Johnson.
Yeah, I figured Lang for sure because he's the one that fed it out front. Just double check. I think Lang's got a goal, 3 assists tonight. Big hit it there. St. Mary's just gets the puck out. Baird's going to throw it back down deep. Goes over to number 26, Tucker Bennett. Bennett goes back to Cole Bailey. Bailey Goes up to Tyler Cady. He gets bumped. Gets back up and steals the puck and throws it back down deep behind the Korah net. To the rim round, number 19, Ryan Johnson. Johnson gets it over to Blair. Blair trying to find Baird. But 17, Ethan Agua, he's going to get it in deep. They're still battling. The puck's not even there. Puck gets thrown over, just out of the reach of Blair. It's going to come down for an icing call. So face off to the left of Will Franek with 1:06 left here in the game. Number 25, Bo Primo, taking the draw for Marys. One back over to 17. That was Miller that won the draw. He won it over to Ferguson. Ferguson finds Pataccio. Pataccio is going to backhand it over to Campagna. Campagna just couldn't control it. So it's going to go over to Marys. Marys turns it back over. Pataccio throws it in deep. Miller with a semi-forecheck. Korah just not letting them leave the zone. Miller now back behind the net. Takes a bump. Gets back to the point. Ty Nevu walks the line. Ty Nevu tried to give it to Pataccio. Goes in between his feet into the corner. Max Pataccio throws his man out. They both go down. St. Mary's now coming out with 20 seconds left here. Spadafora trying to find someone, but Ferguson. He sees Pataccio. Pataccio. Shot on net. Juma with another save. St. Mary's now. They're just going to flip it out to the neutral zone with 4 seconds up. And that's going to be it tonight for the first game of the night. Korah Colts will take the game 5-1. And your players of the game for Sault Sports from the Korah Colts, number 15, Tyler Lang. And for the St. Mary's Knights, number 35, Aaron Juma.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes for CASS and Superior Heights.